welcome back to another one of my videos. Let's jump right in. So like I told you before, in my previous video, I would be keeping you abreast as to what the Academy decided in its deliberation today in regards to Slapgate. Moving forward, like, you know, the Academy had a decision to make. Will already resigned from the board, so there's that. His Oscar is not going to be taken away. There's that. Thirdly, in this deliberation, they basically said that he was banned for 10 years. I'm going to put the exact speech right here for you guys to see nice and clear, but I'm just going to read an excerpt real quick. So the board has decided for a period of 10 years from April 8th, 2022, Mr. Smith shall not be permitted to attend any Academy events or programs in person or virtually, including but not limited to the Academy Awards. We want to express our deep gratitude to Mr. Rock for maintaining his composure under extraordinary circumstances. We also want to thank our hosts, nominees, presenters, and winners for their poise and grace during our telecast. This action we are taking today in response to Will Smith's behavior is a step toward a larger goal of protecting the safety of our performers and guests and restoring trust in the Academy. We also hope this can begin a time of healing and restoration for all involved and impacted. Okay, they also said that during the telecast, they did not adequately address the situation in the room, and you know, for this they are sorry. And it was basically an opportunity for them to set an example for the guests, viewers, and the Academy family around the world, and they fell short. And I quote, unprepared for the unprecedented. Also, Will basically issued a short response. He said, and I quote, I accept and respect the Academy's decision. So what does this mean exactly for Will's career? Is it over? A lot of people think that it is, and I totally disagree. I think for the next 5 years or so, Will is going to have to play smaller roles. He's going to have to take the back seats in a lot of different projects, maybe do some shadow work. But I don't see his work suffering in the long run. Now, I think in the 6th or 7th year into this 10-year ban, I think at that point in time, that's when we'll start to see him emerge from this little hobbit house that, you know, he's now being put in. And I think we're going to see him start taking a very, you know, big step in major roles and this and the third. I also think, though, that he's going to have problems with regression because at the 10-year mark, this is going to resurface, right? And people start talking about it. It is going to taint his career all over again. But I think that people will be more accepting. I think maybe he's going to go more into his charity work. That would be great for PR. I think he's going to start doing more, taking more initiatives, maybe in other countries, just to be able to kind of gain some sort of redemption. Domestically, people are going after him, but maybe internationally, he'll have a little bit more of a forgiving reception. Now, I want to also state that for his career moving forward, maybe in the 15th year mark, maybe we'll see him start to you know, talk about doing a biopic, you know, about and adding in how so many things changed his perspective on the world. Slowly but surely, I think he's going to be able to gain more traction, maybe even more than he has been, because now Will Smith is not just that person who is, you know, okay, yeah, they're that, you know, celebrity black couple that has done very well for themselves. But I think maybe it's going to be like Will Smith. He won an Oscar. Crazy set of circumstances, but a man can act. You feel me? I think, guys, it's going to go somewhere in that direction. In the future, if he continues to make films that actually make it to the Academy for some sort of review recognition, and he is nominated, as well as he is, you know, awarded an Oscar, he literally can just send Willow to go get it, okay? Willow is the best person to go get that Oscar on behalf of her father, okay? Too much drama or whatever to have Jada go. So I think he just, and Jaden, he co-signed his father's behavior. So I think the one person that they would feel is just completely, you know, a safe bet is Willow Smith, their daughter. And the way she responded, I think, was very suitable for the situation. So yeah, she will be accepting her father's awards. Okay, people? Just mark my words on that. You heard it here first. And yeah, like I'm with it. You know, a lot of people have varying you know, basically opinions as to whether or not the punishment was severe enough, and whether or not he should have lost this or he should have lost that. And I just want to pinpoint that it's not just this that he's lost. He's lost a lot of respect in the industry, and he has worked very hard in order to create that and multiply it, and set it as a foundationary module for his family and his recognition as someone who, you know, sets the bar high and attains it every time. So to lose the respect of a lot of his peers is one of the worst punishments that he could receive. Second of all, he resigned from the Academy board through his own recognizance. He worked a lot to get to that point where he could become a board member, and he decided to, you know, basically remove himself from that privilege. Also, I just want to say that just because the Academy says that this is what it is, and he'll be keeping his Oscar and he can get nominated, he can get an award, just because they say this does not mean that he may not have a civil suit, because at the end of the day, Chris Rock has not been very public as to what it is he intends to do and what course of action he's willing to take. He said no to criminal charges, but I don't think there's any information out there of him saying that he's not going to sue Will Smith. That may very well be the case. We do not know. We can only speculate. So I don't think that people should just look at this as, oh, that's a slap on the wrist. I think you have to look at the broader picture. Now, do you think that Chris Rock will forgive him? Yes, I do. I think that Chris is not somebody who I see holding a grudge for the rest of his life. I am going to talk more about Chris and his perspective on the issue once he makes his, you know, his feelings public, but I'm giving it 2 weeks. If he has not done so by the 2-week end, I'm still going to put out a video as to my perspective on how he could be feeling in the situation, given his history and his experiences and time in the industry, as well as his personal life prior to becoming an entertainer. So I am going to do all of that. You guys will look out for that video for sure. Make sure you go ahead and check out my previous video, okay, because I spilled some tea. Not tea. You know what I do with tea on this channel, y'all? Forget the tea. I'm going to pour you all a drink, okay? I'm going to pour you all a drink. And the drink may change from week to week depending upon the circumstances. And by the way, please to be on the lookout, okay, for Chris Rock and his perspective. Hopefully within the next 2 weeks, we'll hear something from him, and then I'll be able to build a solid video on that. But a video that is coming even quicker in the timeline, okay, is gonna be the part 1 recap for April. And yeah, spread the word. Get into the comment section, y'all. I know you guys are opinionated, okay? I know it. I know you guys have an opinion. If you have an opinion, put it in the comment section. It doesn't matter if you agree with me or if you disagree. I welcome the conversation. I think that's how we learn from one another. So go ahead and start writing in the comment box, y'all. Come on now. Oh, by the way, follow me on Instagram. You know, I don't have that many followers, but it's okay. You know, it's a work in progress. We building from the ground up. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead, y'all. Go to my Instagram, the Kari P Show. The link is in the description box. Like, thank you so much for tuning in. And now it's toodles.